Hello, everyone! Very festive. Yeah, all it is it's the hat, it's the glasses, and it's the garland here. I just threw all that on from, like, the kids' their own, like, Christmas party thing. I probably won't be able to have this on the whole time. The audio suffers, right? Right? I need an excuse. Good to have you all. Sorry, Shiny. Sorry for the super late start to the stream. I had to get work done. There's a ton to do, and there actually still is a ton to do. It did not all get done, but we got done what we could. Hello, Invictus. Good to have you. Newen, Zerg, Cardella. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I hope everyone has a wonderful Christmas. Like I said, though, I apologize for the super late start, but it is what it is. I wanted to be able to at least share some Christmas spirit with you all before we sign off for the holiday. But also, I wanted to see if we can't get one more shot in here on Super Fantasy Kingdom. We are currently sitting at number 22. You never know. You just need the perfect run, right? So that's kind of what we're here for. Flantastic! Good to have you. Merry Christmas to you, my friend. So, if you are brand new to the channel, anyone here just joining, maybe you're watching the video on YouTube, but welcome, I'm Pastor Druski. I like to play family-friendly games and just share time with you guys to be available, to be able to encourage, to pray for you. I have a Discord channel that you guys can reach out with questions or prayer requests. And then also we have some other things that may or may not be your category of Christmas presents, but we do have some deals. Using the promo code Pastor Druski, you guys can get a free month on VidAngel and Covenant Eyes, ways to make your home much more family-friendly through TV, movies, and internet. So those are things that are going on. I do think that pretty soon, it'll probably have to be after Christmas at this point, but pretty soon I'll have another thing that I think is really cool to be able to announce that you guys may or may not be interested in as well. But meanwhile, we're going to be playing some more Super Fantasy Kingdom. Hello, Videv. Good to have you. Newen says I look like I did the thing into the Homer Simpson backing into the hedge, and I still have some hedge. Yeah, that's basically all this is. I just tangled this up around me, and it was all done in the last few moments while the stream was doing its countdown. Like none of this was pre-planned. You know, rushing home from work and be like, it's Christmas, I need to throw something on. So here we go. Here we go. We are going to make an effort for another top score. I think I'm probably just going to do one of our favorites, classics here, Shiva. I don't really think there's any reason. We've already got the achievement for beating the game on the, doing all the things on humans. So we don't really have to go and suffer through any of the weaker ones. I could even do Kella? I don't know. Kellogg's. Not a sponsor. But I think I just prefer this. I like being able to apply the debuffs. Also, I'm not too sure how I feel about that special targeting. This is a new thing. New thing on the targeting, and I'm just not a huge fan of it yet. Can't say I'm a huge fan. I think instead, what was it that I was running before? I think we were running the Pierce. Pierce. That'll work for me. All right, so Curse 5, max difficulty. We're gonna try another world record run. Who knows what'll happen?
I bring shame on my family.
But we're not gonna bring shame on our family. At least we know that much. So yeah, we can rest easy there. All right, I have not played since the last time we streamed this. It's not like I've been keeping my skills honed. So we might have some mistakes here and there. But then again, you're used to that even when I'm at my best. Like, that's just part of it, right? We do think we're going to have the place down there. So, okay, we'll build our tavern, and we're going to build our decoration. The stone cutter will be down here. We'll put a house here, but not yet. We'll get our lumber yard, sawmill, put our workers there. All right, moving on. Can't find it. Bonfire. 1, 2, 3. Oh, where's it? The 4. I'm struggling. I'm really struggling here. 5. It's gonna probably be a shorter stream as well. Late start, late in a shorter stream, but even so, we're gonna make do. It's probably only gonna be the one run. But I'm just glad to be with you guys. Keep that over there. Give you all the goodies. Merry Christmas, Geldar. Zerg asks, what movies are people watching this week? Good question. Our go-to favorite is the Muppet Christmas Carol. It's the best version. Technically, my understanding is it's actually the most faithful to the books of all of the Christmas Carol movies out there, and there's a lot. The Muppet ones, setting aside the fact that the actors are all Muppets, it's follows the story more accurately than all the rest, which is hilarious to me. But anyway, Muppet Christmas Carol is definitely in the top contender spot. There's always the possibility of mixing things up with something like Elf. There's some other good ones out there, but you know, you can't beat the Muppets. So, all right, we've got our 3, we got this. I think I'm ready to go. Little Timmy gets to enjoy the end of the movie with everyone else. Exactly. Okay. I think I've done all the things. Have I done all the things? I think I've done all the things. So our wood is going to turn into the church and the port before the end of the day. I don't know if we'll get the fishing hut because I'm doing the wood first. I think we kind of made it to where I think I've had a more efficient way when I start with the berries, but I'm afraid to do it. So let's just go with as is. Okay, I know I was like, I got the banishes, but I don't have the church yet. We're not ready yet. We're getting close. So we're gonna do the church, we're gonna do the banishes. Christian Christensen's Merry Christmas from Norway! That's awesome! It's getting late over there, so I'm sure you're probably heading off to bed soon. Yes, Merry Christmas Eve's Eve. Baby Druski is of the age that he now knows what to expect. So last year, it was kind of a, I don't know what I think about this moment with Christmas and everything, and then, you know, finally figured out the presents are fun, I like presents. And so, like, he's on board. But he wasn't really on board leading up to Christmas. It was just Christmas Day, it clicked. Now, he's all about it. So it's been, like, he's in charge of turning the Christmas tree on and off each day. He's got an Advent thing he's in charge of. Like, he is on it. Okay, we're going to get our nuns going. It's late every time you watch. That's true. That's true. It's just later today. So other fun stories is that we had Dadski and Momski come and visit. And we were able to dig down in the basement. I pulled out the box that contained my Dadski's, his old train set, and we set that up. Oh, I was a little late for the Fisher Hut, wasn't I? Oh, that's unfortunate. I can't buy anything, so no fish tomorrow. Oh, we set up the train set, and so this was when he was a kid. So this is now a train set that's like 60 years old, something like that, 70 years old. I don't know. And we set it up, and we managed to get it to work briefly. It was only going to work. It only worked in reverse. We got a video of it. It only worked in reverse, and then it like went around the tree after like 6 hours of cleaning all of the things and getting the grime off of the copper. You know, we get it all set up, we get it around the tree, and went around the tree like 1.5 times and died. But we got that on video. So we have proof. Yeah, I didn't get them switched over in time, so we won't get the berries. Yeah, it was awesome. I grew up with that train set. Well, of course, my dad is his train set. He grew up with that train set, and he would play it just as a toy. Like they would play it all the time, just doing their own thing, right? But like for me, it was the Christmas train set, and so growing up, it was always out at Christmas, and that was always fun. And this was the first time all the kiddos got to have real life train set and real life tree. I think I told you guys we went out and cut our own tree. Of course, it's in a tree farm. It's not like they don't let us. If we were further west in the US, further west, you can actually just go out in the wilderness and you can you just get like a tag. It's like a hunting tag or whatever. You just go out and say, okay, I paid my $5. I'm gonna go get a tree. You can pick whatever you could pick the biggest tree in the forest as long as you have their tag. Not so where we are in the Midwest. So we still do have to go to like tree farms and things, and it costs way more than that. We actually had a very kind gentleman from our church give us a check so that we could afford to do it because the trees are not cheap. But we had a tree, and now we've got a train, and so it's all coming together. Very excited. We could go with the Lich, but I don't have that targeting thing. If we had the targeting thing, we could go with the Lich, but we don't. I actually unequipped it, so we're gonna reroll. I don't trust the Lich to get me the early kill on the boss. Cyclops is not what I want. It's not what I want. Now, technically, the Observer, same thing, but he's targeting nearest. And his minimum range is a huge problem. Like, that's 60 meters. He doesn't shoot nearly as often. He does a lot of single target damage, but not to the mini-bosses. Because the mini-bosses are inside the range. We're going to run out of rerolls. That's it. Wow. Wow, that's painful. Ay. Okay, well. Day 2. Might have messed things up a bit too much now. Alright, we'll get one fish. Everyone's going to stay working this. I don't know, we'll get one guy doing the wood, because I need to get the other house up and running. You can chop down wherever you want. You used to do it every year with your dad. With snow up to your waist and saw in hand, we looked for hours. I mean, we still have snow, and I had my saw, and we did look for hours. It just was in, neat row after row of trees. The fact that I can do that still, though, with my kids, that's still memory, that's still great. It's not a fake tree. It's not a tree, like when we were kids, we would have to go to, the local, Home Depot, Walmart, something like that, and they would have all these, half-dead trees, leaning on the side of the building, and you're like, okay, I picked that one. So this is way better than that, and it's way better, in my opinion, than a fake tree. So I'm grateful for it, and the people were awesome. It's just, local farmers, and they're doing the thing. They had hot cocoa for free. It was a great experience overall. It was a good time. It's just expensive. So we only were able to do that because we had somebody nice from church being like, hey, I want to help you guys. Well, he just wanted to help. He didn't know we were actually we were wanting to get a tree that day, and then we were able to get a tree that day because we didn't know how much more expensive they were going to be. So that's what made it happen. He didn't know, we didn't know, but God knew. And it works. Okay, we've got enough for the Fisher hut, but do I spend it right now? Because I have no food otherwise. I'm going to keep getting berries for a turn. But we're not, we're doing this, but we're not going to be able to really, I don't trust him to try to get the boss kill for me. It's marksman or nothing for the boss kill. So I'm not even going to risk it, I don't think. Especially after we spent all that faith. Did you distract from the record? No, we were already not getting the Fisher hut. It was already bad. And I didn't get the rolls. I needed the marksman, or I do need to actually run the highest health or whatever specialty thing, and I'm not running it. So I picked up the Pierce, and I'm not using it. It's just sitting there. We can make the run work regardless. What matters for the record run is whether or not we get all the provokes, and that doesn't start till round 5. All right, we got our berries now. Let's go ahead and get that clicked. We got our wood. Click that. I'm gonna keep running 2 berries because I want to get the nuns going too, and our second fisher. So let's just keep doing as is. Nice. I do feel like I'm missing something. I've got way more gold than I would normally expect. I know we're gonna... Oh, I am missing... There it is. That's what it is. That is Bad News Bears. It's the lighthouse. I was like, why do I have all this gold? You did distract me. No. It's fine. This is not in any way like a doom and gloom. What it is it's one turn later on revealing, because I don't need the end of the line discover the map guys. What I want is to discover the spawn points for the provokes as soon as possible, and we're one turn behind on discovering those. Or really, 2 turns? Well, regardless. So as long as we get the provokes anyway, it's fine. But we might not get the provokes. Like, we have slightly less chance to get all the provokes. Very slight. Day 2, 26. Yeah, so they should have standardized all those. It's just the provokes that I think are still RNG. Until between rounds? Yes, thanks. No, it's not a problem. Not a problem. We might grab that. That's an item for next round. Like next week. 6, but let's make sure, because I need to know what this is. We don't buy anything till we find out what's that. Yeah, next turn's when everything happens is next turn. Honestly, we need to move this guy forward too. But I might wait. Yeah. Let's leave him there. We'll wait till next turn. Snowy. That's a little bit tempting. I don't have a Yeti or anything to do the damage, but if we might get one. And if that's the case, because the snow will slow down the mini-boss, it'll help. If we can get something like the Yeti, like it depends on what's here. It all depends. Wood. Get the other house. It's too late for him to have him work, though. Some everyday Joe, you grew up in a city area in Germany, not many trees around. A luxury you did have is a real tree at Christmas. Real tree, real candles. Love that smell. Precious memory. Absolutely. I am with you, and I want my kids to have that too. So we went to the effort for that to be the case. And now we can have at least a track and train decorating around the tree, even if it's not running around the tree. $10. This costs 12. So we didn't quite. We're still 2 behind. If we had those 2, I could have the fisherman now. Day 3. I said 36, but I think that's because I killed a mini boss on day 3 before. Because that just counts as 1. That's like Legolas bringing down the Oliphant. It still only counts as 1. It's not exciting. Maybe? Maybe? No! How much do you cost? 7? I don't want to feed you is the problem. I don't think you do any... Do those things do... This is a satyr, right? Like, I don't think it does anything. I haven't run it in so long. I thought we could look up the actual... We can't look at the unit card. I had asked Fariaz about that, if we could look up the unit card, because that would be very helpful here, to actually look at the stats. Maybe you have to examine it first. That would be kind of a fun little metagame thing. If you examine it, you can see the stats then, right? I like that idea. But Christian, did you see it? You're still here. There it is, Christian Christensen. Every year between December 24th and New Year's, you watch the 3 Hobbit movies and 3 Lord of the Rings. So do we. Well, we may or may not do the Hobbit, but we'll definitely do extended Lord of the Rings. Like, that's usually a Christmas Day, like, marathon after presents. You know, that's. I mean, it's something about it. It's just perfect. All right, so there's that. We need to see if we get cookies. Cookie time. We do have cookies. That's nice. I don't like any of these. I know the archer in theory does a lot of damage, but I'm looking for single target damage right now. I guess I can we can't dismiss guys unless we just feed them to the elemental. Because I could potentially get this guy. I don't even know what he does. I don't want him. I'm not doing it. I've already got the Stormcaller here. Don't know what to do with him either. Ooh, but we can get a pylon. Okay. So pylon. Can we get some boards? If I can get a wall up. Nope. There's 1 board. 6 boards are going to be too much for 1 day. With only 2 wood in stock. Well, 5 boards if we can buy 1. I guess we could try. I know we could get... We'd be kind of close. Without you, I won't get the record. It's true. Yeah, we're not even close. We're not close. We're not close. I don't know what I was thinking. We're not close. Do you know why Americans open presents in the morning and Scandinavia open in the 24th of the evening? So a lot of Americans do open. Usually, it's like a single present on Christmas Eve. But Christmas Eve isn't Christmas, so we open it in the morning, and usually it involves waking up absurdly early, and you know, doing all that. But we get to have what's nice about it is, like, you know, the quiet of the morning. You've got, like, usually whether you're doing your coffee or your tea or hot chocolate for the kids or whatever it is you're doing, you know, everyone's kind of around that. I remember waking up early, like my parents had to set, like, here's a cutoff time of you are not allowed to wake us up, you know, before this time. You had to wait till at least 7 or whatever it was. And so we'd be up at 4 or 5, and I'd go out and I'd actually, like, curl up under the tree and, like, fall asleep. You know, among all the presents or whatever it is. And you know, it's just part of the memory. I don't actually know why. But what we would do as a family thing, a lot of times the family present for the 24th, because we would open a present on the 24th. we would have like my dad would get a present to open for the family, and that present would be like a charcuterie board thing. Like before that was popular, we would have, you know, our meat and cheese and crackers and maybe like mustards and stuff. We'd get one of those, and then mom would open up it'd be like a VHS or a DVD of a movie, and so we'd have December 24th was movie night, and that's how we would, like, you know, we wouldn't know what we're getting until like we open up the present. Actually, I think the kids, we got to open up those things, but you know, it was from dad and from mom. And then we'd have movie night. And so we'd have a family present. But that was like that's just our tradition. It wasn't like American tradition. Kid, you couldn't sleep knowing there might be, yeah, of course. Yeah, it was like you might get 2 hours of sleep, maybe. But I found like if I could sleep under the tree, I actually would kind of sleep. It was something magical about it. We actually had my favorite. Okay, some of you might know what I'm talking about. I can only use my words to describe and paint a picture for you. But I grew up, and this is my favorite thing about like tree decoration, aside from the train at the bottom. Bubble lights. Bubble lights. Some of you know what I'm talking about. And they kind of made a little bit of comeback at a ridiculously overpriced cost. But it used to be like standard fare back in, I'm guessing, like the 60s and 70s. My parents just had them, and they were never like trendy to keep up with when we were in the 90s, to know that this isn't cool anymore, because we thought it was cool. We had a great time. And it's basically like, it's a, you know, the larger light bulbs before everyone went to small, and now we're all like LEDs, but like the larger light bulbs. And then you basically put one of those light bulbs inside a colored casing that would heat up, and there would be like a little vial of oil, and that oil would be like different colors. And so the heat of the light bulb would cause the oil in the vial to just bubble, right? Just to boil. And it was incredibly soothing. It's almost like having dozens and dozens of little lava lamps. You know, if that soothes you, if you were like, if staring at lava lamps is like, you kind of get transfixed on them, it's dozens and dozens of mini ones, although they're boiling a lot faster than like the lava lamp. But the same idea of like, it was, I'm sure people look at it now and they're like, oh, that's tacky. But for me, child me, like this was the most magical thing. The tree has like this thing, and that's where I'm curling up underneath and looking at all the bubbles. We do have a lot of berries. Not quite for the nunzo. Turbo, you did parents 24th and then grandparents 25th. Yeah, and so that'll be a lot of the time as well. Like we'll do maybe on the morning, we'll do family, and then afternoon extended family, right? Or, you know, it'll be the next day or something. Sadly, one of our cousins, the kids' cousins, is sick. He's going to be sick over the duration of Christmas, and so he's a youngster. He's probably very bummed about this. We're praying for him. He's a good kid, but he's going to be sick, and nobody wants to be sick over Christmas. There's our 6. I could get my wall now. Maybe for day 5 we could do it. And I think because I've messed up my whole thing, we're going to maybe focus on the berries and just get the... Well, I don't have enough yet. Day 5 isn't end of the world, but normally I'm used to getting the mini boss on day 2. And so day 5 is brutal to me in that sense. Grown you would stare... I mean, everybody would just stare at lava lamps, right? What's not to like? Okay, I'm still thinking about this. This should be a shop that's open now. Health for our dino. Okay, 46. Okay, yeah, it's still. I'm still just not sure if I trust it, but it is standardized now. I have some food in front of me, but I hesitate to eat it because I don't actually know where things are. Like I don't have a safe sense of my proximity with all this on me. I could sell the 2 and then buy 2 more for 9. That seems like a bad deal. So I was about to buy. Oh, it is for 6. It's the same price. About to buy 2 for 6. Okay, so day 5. We do have a provoke. That's good. And let's go ahead and do our provoke. We'll see if this doesn't work out. I don't know. That's right. We need to check you. No, I'm not excited about those. Hammer, are you good here on the Stormcaller, maybe? Because the Stormcaller, maybe. Can he equip this? No, he can't equip that. Maybe the hammer? He also has 20% crit. Like, we could make him do crit with the shock and everything. It's just he doesn't have much damage to do crits. Like, it'd be more like, if you want to actually do damage with the melee guy, like we could do that. I don't know. Maybe we'd try the hammer? Weird. I never do that. But I need damage for this, so that's what we're doing. Oh, the free staff. Thank you, thank you. Always forget that. All right. But nobody can use it. Why? Wait a minute. What's wrong with you? Why can't you equip this? Oh, that's why. That's why. Because I clicked that. Mistakes were made. Fine. Wait, restart day. I always forget about this, so thank you for the reminder. We have that. I'm still going to pick up that hammer. You mailed a cow. I'll be sure to tell Mrs. Druski. She'll be very excited. She'll be very excited about this. Good to have you. Merry Christmas, Mr. Dad. I think I do want to keep the builder. I think I do. Because I can't get the banish. I can't... I don't know where he goes. He's hiding. Oh my goodness, I didn't click the thing. Wow. We did not click the mini-boss. It's okay, we'll have another unit next turn. Can't believe I did that. Or rather... sadly, I can believe I did that. We didn't need all those resources anyway. 38. Day 5. Well, oh, no, I'm looking at 95. Yeah, we're good. I'm used to 96, though. That's probably the boss kills. Nope. He does damage, but I don't trust him. So does Jin. The bee can do a lot of damage. Again, I'm not really excited about this. I need a single target damage. Oh my goodness. I guess it's a Lich after all. I know the Gremlin does a ton of damage, but he's not single target. It's going to be this. It's so painful. Fishing rod. Click the thing. All right. I do still want to get the other fishing hut going. This should be fine, given that we've leveled. But I'm just really annoyed because I'm used to having it on day 2. Hey, Hidasha, good to see ya. Yeah, that's totally fine right there. Get my forager, maybe? I think I will. I'm gonna find the berries. So Merry Christmas to Hidasha and everyone else who's joined in. So glad you've joined me for your Christmas Eve. Okay, day 6. 110, yep, that's right on target. I don't know what the different sound effects are. Little happy ring just now. What was the new one, the elf one? What did that do? I forgot already. And probably just grab the bulwark, but I think the other one was actually useful. Wasn't it like an economic one? Some Everyday Joe says, you know, I beat the game a while ago. Is there anything specific? Yeah, we're looking for World Rank 1. World Rank 1. I tied World Rank 1 on the day that the ladder reset, but that wasn't a perfect run. We didn't have a provoke every round, and so we've been knocked down to... And when we tied it, it gave us 3. We didn't actually have the screenshot of number 1. We were the same score. There's 4 people. Top 4 were all the same score as 1, but only 1 was rank 1. And so I was rank 3, even though I was tied for rank 1. So that's the goal. That's the goal. Out of bushes. Oh, we got one left. We'll get our road going soon as well. I feel like everything's behind, but that's okay. It is how it is. Increase effective shock? We are doing some shock. Sure. Sure. Put you in ghost. I can't find you! Next week we're gonna check again. I do have my backup provoke, which is something. So we're completely out of those. I've got my 12 for the Fisher Hut, so tomorrow we can get fishing. And then I need to have... I'm going to put the gold mine up here still. It's just habit now, but... I mean, I guess I could still do this and just... Who cares about the bread not being close together? Could do this. But we need to get our... geologist up and running. Alright, day 8. Are we using our backup already? Wow, I'm using our provoke from... Okay, that's all we get then. That's incredible. Alright. Okay, what do we have up here? Videv! Here he is! Alright, grabbing him. And we're going to start sending Stormcaller out. I do need to do a better job of watching out for thunderstorms, because that's my only source of food right now. How is the PvP in this game? It's pretty tame. The only PvP is just knocking somebody else off the ladder. There it is, there's our fish fillet. This still has all the potential, guys. It has absolute potential. Alright, what else is reset? Staff? I can't click that again. Ah! I did it twice now. There's our pylon. Very nice. Don't have to look for it too much. Ooh, that's a tough one. Well, we've already got... I don't have a guarantee that we'll be able to use the Pierce, so we're going to go here. Because we want to get the regen for Videv. Need my geologist, so I need the berries. Can we buy berries? Nope. Blood Moon coming up. Oh, and I forgot to do my other one. That might be why we didn't get the provoke. Not too late though. Should we change the weather? We don't get any benefit for the Blood Moon, and potentially things could be much worse. So I think we should change the weather. And that should let me do this. That should help out with the boss. Walls are down. None of that. There we go. All right. What am I doing next on the wood here? I think we actually need to do this, but we don't actually have enough fish left over to convert. I need to start getting my bread. Is what we need to be doing. Also, kind of need to build these guys, don't we? I'll pick it up, but I'm not excited about that because I don't really have any burn. And I didn't realize we're gonna have another thing there. I thought that was gonna be a provoke. Do we have a provoke? We do not have a provoke. GG. Wow. Arrgh. Curse you. I don't really have enough time to restart. If we only miss one provoke, I'll still have a higher score than my current one. Day 10 missing the provoke. Feels bad because we're far enough in where we're kind of committed, but not so far that like there's not a chance for another provoke to fail to happen. Also, the berry situation is still pretty rough. Oh! I guess Videv's stepping up next turn. Galahad's not going to be Garden. Yeah, the provoke is RNG. That is like the only RNG, and it's all that matters. This is The difference between players on the high score has absolutely nothing to do with skill. It's just the RNG of, did you get your provokes? No, you're not getting first. I'm putting those walls up because we're going to have our Yeti tanking. Our off tank is tanking. There's a provoke. I mean, I guess I can throw a shield on you, but... Yeah, should not have sent my dino. It was a bit of a mistake. A little bit of a mistake. Can't unclick that. Yeah, with no healing item. Down he goes. I can... I can't expand my line. Can't get... If I could have bought 2 more wheat, we'd have upgraded the monk right now. No can do. He's getting some health, he's getting some rage. Oh goodness, we forgot about that. Oh, that's painful. Everyone's asleep anyway. We might make it. Here comes the rush. Oh, why are we on fire? Oh, that was close. That was really close. Probably should use boost. $191 on 11. Yeah, that's normal. Okay. Could get a little more berries. I actually think I might. Like, this is 4. How many berries does? 2 berries in the closest thicket. So each thicket is 2 berries. It's just gonna take longer. I'm gonna get the berries now because time is of the essence. I'm not even gonna use this thing. Oh, yeah, we like that. because we're using Rejuve. Nice. We did buy that. Bought everything we needed, right? Because we're completely out of trees. So I can upgrade that, but the question is, should I... We're gonna do this. Oh, there's the dog. Get our bakery and windmill. One off the windmill. It's the bakery that needs the water, right? Yeah. No sense in doing that. I don't have any... Don't have the windmill yet. Nice, there's our castle upgrade. So we have missed one provoke. We are not going to get world number 1. But we can still hope for personal best. Just can't miss any more provokes. There he is. Okay. I'm used to having this open by now, or at least close to being open. You get that grower going too. So speaking of, we were talking Christmas movies earlier. Speaking of Christmas movies and presents and all of those things, I want to remind everyone, there is a link in the description below or in the About section on my page. I can even give it in the bot here. A link that you can get a program called VidAngel to filter your TV shows and movies. You can use the promo code Pastor Druski to get a month off, a month for free on it. And basically what it'll do is it'll give you the control over what is shown in your home. So you can completely filter language, gore, graphic scenes, anything of the like. And so you can watch that Christmas movie. You can make Die Hard a Christmas movie that is family friendly. Not only is it a Christmas movie, it can be a family friendly Christmas movie. So there you have it. You can use VidAngel for that. And along the way, I have another one called Covenant Eyes. And Covenant Eyes will help you make all the other screens, the internet browsing and everything family friendly as well. Same promo code, Pastor Druski. I don't know if I needed that guy. But he's more electric. So you can give the gift of family-friendly viewing to the home. I don't see a provoke, though. I've destroyed Die Hard. Yeah, no provoke. That's a shame. That does mean that we can't surpass our numbers. Much disappoint. Oh, that's why it's a boss. It's not over. It's a boss round. Forgot about this. Is there anything else I needed to do? Maybe get more food? I don't know. Wait, is that other thing still out here? No, that was the last round with the item to let you put whatever you want in the wall. Might have been last round. I don't see it. Disregard Die Hard, show Gremlin. The point being, you can make anything family friendly. Well, you can at least filter. The general content of the show may or may not be possible, but you can filter, and you can have control over it. I have all the crits today. I thought there was something else we needed 5 boards for. Well, it's the siege camp, probably. I can't click this now. I'll have to wait till next turn. Getting our smelter. Not the ideal spot, but it's okay. Does it blur? Good question. So does it blur things out, cut parts out, or move the option to watch it? So what it generally will do, and this is kind of cool when you're actually selecting your filters. This is still talking VidAngel for anyone who's not like following. So on VidAngel again, it gives you control over what's on your TV or movies. you use your streaming services, so your Netflix, your Prime Video, all of those things, and it'll filter through those. So you log in to those through VidAngel, and then what you'll have is you'll have a menu for whatever show you're watching. You'll have a menu for filters. You can set defaults. So like in general, you don't want to have this type of language, this type of gore, this type of nudity, whatever it is. You don't have it. But then you can specifically for every show, every episode, you can be like, okay, for this one, I want to go through here. And it'll have like a granulated list. Like you can go more and more specific on like, okay, this general category versus like scene by scene. I want this, I don't want that. You could have like total control. Ultimately, it will skip it. To answer the question, it will skip it. It doesn't blur it, it'll just skip. But along the top of the screen, it'll show you like a timeline bar and how much of your show is going to be either muted or visually skipped. And you could be like, oh, wow, that's a huge part of my show. And so I'm going to, backtrack this much or whatever you're thinking. But it does give you like a description. It's a spoiler-free description in case you've not seen the show before. A spoiler-free description of the scene or whatever it is you're looking to block. And that way you can kind of have some idea, an informed decision on what you want to filter. Honestly, it's pretty slick. I was recommending it to people before I had an affiliate link. But if you do want to support the channel, you do have to use the affiliate link or nothing will happen here. It was a lovely 5-minute movie. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Trees, I don't really need anything specifically now, so we can afford to be picky. You get the bloat. I always like the bloats. Turbo, movie opens, yippee-ki-yay, and then the credits roll. Yep, there's Die Hard. But the point is, you can control how much, right? I don't want to spend the stone. We're trying to get the ingot. $16 on the wood. Yeti's struggling. We're gonna pick up both of these. I spent all my gold though. And he's locked in. Fortunately, we do have that extra heal point. Every point matters. Okay, he's not locked anymore, so we can buy some. Well, we can't afford it. He's fine now, but that was scary. Lost the Yeti anyway. I don't have a boost. We can't re-roll it. Well. That hurts my soul. Yeah. 2 deaths is 20 kills. That's basically pretty close to a provoke right there. So that's essentially very close to us having just lost another provoke. I'm tempted to do the spawn 4 bushes, actually. I think I will, because that would let me get the other nuns. Alright, so... not enough workers. This should upgrade. They made it to where you don't need a road, but apparently you need a road still. Missing the ore. I don't have any gold. I just got the other thing. I don't need that anymore, do I? Which starting hero is my favorite? Starting hero is my favorite, says Spaxy. I like the Shiva here. Just super reliable to apply debuffs. However, the Spider Lady is probably the strongest in the game. I have a video of having beaten the game with 1 unit, the Druid, plus that hero. Now, they've both been nerfed since then. Doesn't change the fact that I have the video. I thought I had 12 gold. What happened? I'm just gonna lose the Eddie again. Oh, I've got the smelter up and running now. That's what happened. Silly Druski. $16,277. I didn't have a provoke, did I? Because I usually have 313 here. So we're down 2 provokes and we have 2 deaths. So this is no longer even going to tie my best. And it's not even my best, it's just my best on the current ladder. We've had runs with 0 deaths and max provokes, but with the RNG, that used to be the case of all of the areas, like just the regular RNG was preventing me. So now they don't have the RNG of the regular mobs, but it doesn't matter. Now you have to have all the provokes, and I don't. We have to save up for the 25 coins now. It's brutal. I can sell for 10. Walls are down. Go away. Ah! What's my favorite starting hero? The dinosaur for sure. Hands down. My starting unit. For something like dinosaur to increase the survivability, are you better off stacking rage or health? Good question. I'm on team health because there are times when the enemies, both the elite enemy that shoots the arrows and the elite enemies that shoot the fireballs, when they are attacking you before you are in range of anything. This range is not all that impressive. You only get rage if you're attacking. And I've had times where I've died because I couldn't attack anything, but I was under attack. So I prefer health. Also, health is something that you can heal. Like the health is something you can heal. Brilliant. The rejuvenate affects it. And so if I'm going to plan on rejuvenate every run, then that affects the health pool. You know, more health, more healing and all that. Also, if I see a druid, I'm picking up the druid, and the druid increases your health, which I presume is going to be modified by the health here. And so rage is not affected by any of that. I do like rage, but it's not affected by any of that. So in fact, I kind of wish I picked up the health instead of the rage when I first was getting the Yeti. We might not have lost the 2 units. Still haven't actually clicked here. Are we winning? No, we can't. We are no longer able to even beat my own score. We have we missed 2 provokes, and we had 2 deaths. So we can no longer even outdo my own score. Apparently without the marksman I can't even kill this boss. Rebuilt it, but I forgot I could use it. Ah, the pain. Maxed out on berries now. Hey Zerg, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed your time. I think we're gonna pick up the crossbowmen. I need to find out what my next tank, what my last tank is gonna be. If it's a vampire, that's what we're holding out our Pierce for. Well, good. Have I missed a third provoke? Wow. Wow. I thought it was a decent run at one point. How embarrassing. Well, I knew it was going to be a short stream anyway today. Sadly. Like, it's going to be really short because, like, I don't even have to take time on this at this point. It's just... I did need boards for something. I know I need it for the catapults, but I thought there was something else I needed. Maybe I'm just crazy? Guess it's the catapults. Have I looked into the David movie? I've heard some good things about it. I have. I've not seen it. But there's a lot of comparisons between it and Prince of Egypt, which we all grew up on, right? The fact that it covers his life as opposed to just the battle with Goliath is really, really fascinating. I'm curious how well they cover all of that. That's a huge topic for, you know, the runtime of a movie. Like, it's a lot. He has a lot that happens. It is high praise. Again, it's not coming from me, but I've heard the high praise. According to others. $393, and normally we're $429, so we missed another 3 points there. Oh, it's so painful. Is it... Okay, there is a provoke. All right. like, has the game just forgot to give me provokes? Like, what did I do wrong? Missed 3. I still don't have this because I can't actually kill this guy, apparently. Oh yeah, tons of stuff. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, that's what I was going to use that for. I do remember that now. I knew there was something. We'll still want to add the chamber because we need to level up the food. This is more rage. Let's go for the freeze. Or not? No freeze. Not cool. That's what that is. We don't do any damage. Okay, provokes when we get to New Year's. Appreciate it. Got some levels. Maybe it'll be enough. Day 20, 463. Yep, that's normal again. Day 21, so I can't provoke now. No, I need a tank. No backup provokes available. Hitting wet targets with lightning applies shock to surrounding. Yay! I never get this because I never have these units. Okay, money. Strange little kid. Provoke. All right. I still need to get my portal and everything. Like, this is... We do have another one. I would like to level up this guy, but instead, we're going to save up the wood and maybe get another house. I feel like we're really behind. Thank you. All right. Forgot to get the bloat last round. It's not a big deal. 495. Yep. We do have a few crits happening, but I'm just going to do this. Is this actually open yet? Yeah, it is. So we'll send... What level is Timbo? Hold on. Usually it's Timbo we send. 7. Everyone's still 7, so we need to get 9, I think, for our thing over here. Yeah. I was about to click the portal. I'm gonna wait till we get a little bit more faith. Because I need to make sure we get a tank. How we doing? Level 8s. 528, day 23, okay. Strange child bearing gifts. You know, this reminds me of the Little Drummer Boy, right? As a kid, I loved the song. I loved it. My favorite Christmas song as a kid. Not only is there no mention of children with musical instruments in the biblical account, the audacity of this child. Just be like, hey, here's this newborn and a very tired mom. Let me go wail on this drum for a few hours. It'll be great as a gift to you. But I love the song. It just makes absolutely no sense. And why that in particular has become part of the Christmas narrative when it's not even in the Bible at all. Speaking of, neither are the wise men. Like, the wise men are there, but they're not there. They show up years later at the house. Like, it never mentions 3. It says that there's 3 gifts. And there's plural wise men, so at least there's 2. But it never mentions that they arrive at the manger scene. They show up at a house that they're now living in. Random. Yeah, Krampus. So, like, it's just like, why is that in every manger scene? Every nativity scene you ever had. Little Drummer Boy was actually a 3 a.m. cat with the zombie. It was probably cut out with VidAngel, right? Like, they cut out the drummer. Kid logic, it's believable. No, it's actually really fascinating. The biblical timeline, if you remember your Christmas story, the wise men show up and they first arrive at King Herod's place, and they're like, we're here to see the king, the new king, not you, the new king. And he's like, tell me more. And he finds out, you know, it's meant to be in Bethlehem, and you know, that's where the kid will be. And so the wise men are sent there, and Herod is like, hey, make sure once you get there, tell me where you found him, and I'll be sure to visit. Turns out he's planning on murdering him. You know, threat to the throne and all. And so another messenger from an angel has Mary and Joseph and the baby. They flee to Egypt, where Jesus is raised for the next couple of years. What's interesting is, if you're just told in the middle of the night, hey, you know, we're here to celebrate the kid, and oh, by the way, you know, you need to leave and flee to another country, you're not going to have time to bring much with you, because the king is on his way. He ends up like murdering all the kids and under 2 years old. That's how we know it's within the 2-year window, not like 2 days, like 2 years. All the kids in Bethlehem, because Herod was evil. But what's interesting is how the kings, their gifts, frankincense, gold, and myrrh, those would be highly valuable and transportable to bring with you on your flight to Egypt. When you go there, you can now have that support you. So that's really interesting, that if God's directing these wise men to show up, and then he warns the wise men to not go back to Herod, and you know, tells the family to go to Egypt, he warns all of them, and by the way, you now have the financial means to do so. So it's really interesting. So I'm all about like the actual Bible's account of the story. Like, I think there's a lot of drama in all of this. We don't need to invent other stuff. We don't need to add to it. We don't need to change it. We can actually just use what the Bible actually says. Pa-ra-pa-pum-pum. Looking for a tank. Now Christian shows up. Now he shows up. Little late, sir. Troll will do. Actually, if I do move that up there, we can also... I like our Jouster. I like giving the extra Pierce to our crossbowmen down here. That's a combo. Plus it's a way to clean up these shields, since that's important. Just a baby in a manger isn't very scenic. Gotta spice it up a bit. I mean, there's probably a lot going on. It's a manger is a feeding trough for animals, and they're in a barn. Like, there's probably a whole lot of animals and things going on around there. You know, again, the nativity scenes, everything's all neat and tidy. I don't think there was anything clean or neat or pretty about any of it. All right. Do I need to keep collecting boards and stone? I think I do. I do. I need to get stone for the walls, and I need to keep getting boards for the tavern. I used to be able to not have to do that, but now we do. Yeah, the term sterile probably wasn't... Well, yeah. But we sanitize everything anyway. The cross itself, you know, people use it as jewelry. You know, every church ever has a cross. It represents the most painful and dreaded means of torture and death known to man at that time. It was a symbol of humiliation, a symbol of insult, so it would be appalling in that day for anyone to you know, have a necklace of a cross. And Christians, of course, were doing things on their head. Oh, my troll died, didn't he? Because they were willing to accept that shame by, you know, adopting Christ's sacrifice in our place on that cross. But it would have been unheard of. Like, it would not have been socially acceptable at all. Because the cross, we've sanitized it since then. We've made the cross much more palatable. Yeah, the troll dying is not okay. I might just buy this resistance. I think I might level him just to reduce it, because he has rage. If we can reduce the duration there, he'll be able to attack more often, get rage more often. But anyway, Jesus went through all of that, and even showed up at Christmas in the first place for us. Something that we tend to take for granted. What it cost him to show up in the first place, what he knew he was coming to do. You know, we tend to think of, oh, well, because Jesus was born on Christmas, that's his beginning. But he's God, that is not his beginning. He has always been. I could get an item with the Yeti, but I don't necessarily want to lose the... How many? I got one more day. I could, as long as we always get magic from here on out. 24, and I don't even know if I can trust the troll. A little worried about the troll. Yeah, troll's dying. Can't buy 2 stone. I want to get the base leveled up because this is painful. And he's down. Ah, yeah, I can't do the troll. The troll's just not enough. It's okay, we weren't getting anywhere anyway. Not gonna be the run. But I think sure. We can at least get some progress by having the examine there. Not stunning anything, I don't think. Oh, I forgot he doesn't have it. That's 24. Oh, it's the 16 stone is what we're looking for. I guess I can level you up. Don't know what the sound is, but it's overwhelming! Hey, the troll survived! I can't help but think of those are all terrible. Alright, I can level up the dino, but I think it's actually going to be the troll. Just to keep him alive. Which I can't do yet, because he's locked in. He's still locked. There he goes. Oh? Wait. What's wrong? Oh, there you are. Found him. Okay. 1420. I don't remember what we were at. We were at like 1448, I think. So we'll get 1440, looks like. It's funny, I could get him back. But before I click that, I gotta move both these up. There's a provoke. Ah, why do they always show up at the end when we can't use them? We did it before. Oh, we're gonna lose you. Hold on, can anyone go on the tower? Not great. Not great. There, off you go. I think this is like the only things left. I might get like 3 more guys maxed out. Okay. 1460, I think... It must be 1468. I'm pretty sure it ended in an 8 that we had. Now we get even more provokes. Yay, symmetry. Oh, I can't level up for Dino. Oh well. It's a short day, short stream. We still had fun. I had a really late start, for anyone who joined us later. I had a really late start today, but still, I'm glad to be able to stream with you on this last Christmas stream. Maybe our fun facts was enlightening, even. Always, you guys are always welcome to ask any questions about the Bible or history in general, or just have a discussion. If not here, I've got my Discord, which I can share the link to. And as well, I've got, like I said, we had mentioned the different ways to make your other forms of entertainment more family-friendly, whether it's your TV, movies, or your internet browsing. I'll share the link there as well. And we'll see. I don't think we had any new numbers. Yeah, 1484. There was an 8 there. I just got the 4 and the 8 because I am dyslexic. So I thought it was 1448. It was 84. But even so, I mean, it's still beating it on max difficulty. I'm still reminding myself even how to play. So many things I just forget along the way. But ultimately, it wasn't my mistakes. It was just the RNG. We missed 3 provokes. And I guess the mistakes we could count to the 2 deaths. Like we could have done a little bit better there. Or 3 deaths. We had 3 deaths by the end. So, but even so, we had a great time. I hope everyone has a wonderful evening on this Christmas Eve, and that you have a great time together with family, going forward into Christmas Eve, and of course Christmas. I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas, and look forward to seeing you all. Perhaps it will be next week. I don't know if I'll be streaming on Friday either. We'll find out. This is why you want to make sure you follow, so that way you know whenever I'm streaming, you don't miss out on your stream streak. But I'm glad you all are here, and thank you for hanging out with me this evening. Have a wonderful evening again. Good night. God bless.